Currently, a bad news is coming from Chelsea's point of view that Cole Palmer is on the radar of Manchester City. And to be honest, after hearing this news, I was also very shocked because already Enzo Fernandez has been linked with Manchester City, and Marco Correa is also on his way to leave Chelsea. And if Cole Palmer also leaves Chelsea next season, then I think it would be a massacre because he is of those 5 to 6 players who are actually good and can rebuild the model under Xabi Alonso. But currently, what is coming in the news, the fourth official in the website that is right now, what is coming in the news in the fourth official that Cole Palmer is on the radar of Manchester City. And it is understood that the Marconian club are planning to launch a move to sign the English talent from the Blues this summer. So it is genuine that Manchester City is also talking about Cole Palmer along with Enzo Fernandez. And especially it makes sense because next season Enzo Maresca will be the manager of Manchester City. And if Enzo Maresca tells the Manchester City supporting staffs and the sporting directors that he would likely to have Enzo Fernandez and Cole Palmer at his team, then I don't think so they will be having any problem in bringing them. And especially if you consider about the transfer fee, so like Manchester City is a club who can afford to buy Cole Palmer and Enzo Fernandez from Chelsea FC by giving them a huge transfer fee. And if you ask me whether this move will happen or not, to be honest, I do think that Cole Palmer is not leaving Chelsea FC. First of all, he has a contract in Chelsea till 2023, and second of all, he is loving a life at Chelsea. Like in the last 3 years, he has scored over 40 goals in the Premier League, and he has been our best player in the last 3 years. Though the last season, this season was not a season to remember for Cole Palmer, but under Xabi Alonso, I do think that after giving that statement in that which is posted by Fabrizio Romano on the Instagram that Cole Palmer is very excited to work with Xavi Alonso for the next season. So I am assuming, and we all Chelsea fans are assuming that Cole Palmer is not leaving Chelsea FC for Manchester City. Another news is coming that Papa Perez of Real Madrid opens talk to sign Chelsea duo after Alonso's decision. Right now, if you see what is going on at Chelsea and Real Madrid, basically a similar kind of situation, a turmoil kind of situation. Both have appointed a well-known manager for their respective clubs, but I do feel that Real Madrid are in a better position than Chelsea FC, and for that reason, Papa Perez wants to take advantage of this turmoil situation at Chelsea, and he wants to bring two players from Chelsea FC. Number one, Enzo Fernandez, and number two is Malo Gusto. Now, if you see the current situation, Enzo Fernandez has been linked with Real Madrid and Manchester City for a longer period of time. Means from a long time he has been linked with Real Madrid. But recently, a news is coming that Malo Gusto is also not having a good time at Chelsea. Like he's also not feeling that much good at Chelsea. So this can be an indication that he wants to leave Chelsea, especially after that performance against Sunderland in the Stadium of Light, after that own goal and all those lack of commitment in the pitch. It is being evident that maximum of the Chelsea players are about to leave the club, and this is inevitable because Chelsea is not playing Europe next season. So it becomes very very vital and important for these players to understand what is best for them. Like apart from Reece James, Moises Caicedo, Levi Colwill and all those Cobham graduates, I do not think that many Chelsea's player, like in the form of Enzo Fernandez, Cole Palmer, like Leaf Cole Palmer, then Malo Gusto, Marco Correa, Joao Pedro, they actually want to stay at Chelsea because they're seeing a better model than Chelsea FC, and they're seeing a better career outside Chelsea FC. So for that reason, it is becoming clear that majority of the Chelsea's player, excluding the Cobham graduates, are willing to leave Chelsea. And for that reason, a news is coming that Enzo Fernandez is right now at the radar of Manchester City. Like, we have been seeing this news for a longer period of time that Enzo Fernandez is going to Manchester City, is going to Real Madrid. But according to the news that is coming in for forward and what is published in Court of Sight, that Chelsea's captain Enzo Fernandez has been linked with a shock move to Manchester City. But I don't think this move is a shock move, because we all know that this is happening. Either of Real Madrid or Manchester City will grab this opportunity and they will sign Enzo Fernandez from Chelsea FC. Now, it will be very, very interesting to see what Xavi Alonso wants at Chelsea, because right now we have seen that Bluco owners are giving full authority and full support to Xavi Alonso. So it will be on Xavi Alonso and the Bluco owners whether they will have to keep Enzo Fernandez or not. And it will be very, very interesting to see if they keep Enzo Fernandez, like if they convince Enzo Fernandez in staying Chelsea. Like, I don't know whether this will happen or not, but if they manage to do so, then I think it will be a very good decision taken by both Alonso and Bluco owners. But the probability of happening that is very, very low, and I am assuming that, despite being a Chelsea fan, I am assuming that he is leaving Chelsea, because after all those flirting he did with Madrid in an interview, and after all the links has been coming of his relationship with Enzo Maresca, I think he is leaving Chelsea. So let's assume that, let's expect the lowest that he is leaving Chelsea. And if he stays at Chelsea, and if he is staying at Chelsea, there is nothing better than it. So it is all the news that I have covered in this video. And if you're a Chelsea fan, you should be subscribing this channel right now, and we'll see you in our next video. Until then, always keep the blue flag flying high and take care, friends.